After this movie's theatrical run back in the late 1960s, it was lost. David F. Friedman looked for it for decades, but no luck. And then, miraculously, Mike Vraney of Something Weird Video found a print in Denmark. This print, which became the Something Weird Video release, had burnt-in Danish subtitles, but still, we were glad to have it at all. Again, decades pass, and even more miraculously, just a few years ago now, an original camera negative was discovered in Paris. The fine folks at Severin scanned it and put it out on Blu-ray, and we are very glad to have this release. And so, between the Danish print and the Parisian print, we can add the pickup to the long list of things Europeans kept after they were lost by the Americans. Kind of like democracy. Welcome to Exploitation Reviews, and me, Rob, and today I'm taking a look at The Pickup from 1968. This film comes to us from legendary director Lee Frost, who, alongside Russ Meyer, has been featured on the channel more than any other director. He brought us The Defilers, Hotspur, The Animal, House on Bear Mountain, Love Camp 7, and even a Shannon Weary film, Private Obsession. He worked in a wide variety of exploitation genres. This film is his sleazy take on film noir. Let's check it out. We open on two guys arriving in Vegas. One of those guys, Tony, is played by Wes Bishop, the co-writer of this movie. He's been on the channel a number of times, most recently in the roughy western Hotspur. His partner, Frankie, is a bit wet behind the ears. Luckily for him, Vegas is a place you can pay people But Tony tells Frankie they ain't here to play, they're here to stay with the car. They make it to their appointment, and look who it is, David F. Friedman. Seems our two guys are bagmen. And now that they've got the bag, they'll just have to drive back to LA and then movie over, easy peasy. But they're about to have troubles. Courtesy of these two gals who are having car troubles. The new guy can't help but be a knight in shining armor.
Your physical urges fight against your reason.
Frankie reluctantly agrees, and they take the girls to a service station. And then, since they have some time to kill, the four relocate to a motel. Remain hidden here on YouTube.
Man, I just work here.
But did you know I have a Patreon? Head over there, and for $3 you can watch Patreon versions of my reviews. There's over 150 reviews there now. The link is in the description. It comes as a bit of a shock to our boys, but it turns out these gals are the femme fatale types.
Don't make any sudden moves, baby, or I'll blow.
Are you for real?
They know exactly who the guys are, what they have in their car, and they aim to take it. And so they do. Our guys eventually free themselves and hire an airplane.
Why?
Well, the plan is to try to spot the car from the air. So we can see this movie had a much higher budget than most roughies. It might have cost upwards of
$1 million.
No, probably closer to 30,000. Still, that's 3 times as much as most roughies, and 30,000 times as much as any roughie made by Looney Bear. Real name, Jack Bravman. Anyway, the plain plan works, and our guys find the gals. Meanwhile, the bosses are trying to figure out what happened to their money, and that doesn't bode well for our guys, since the mafia has access to the 2 most dangerous things society has on offer.
Guns! White people!
Exactly, but before those guns and white people catch up to the guys, they catch up to the girls, who no longer have the money. But there are ways to make people talk, and they don't call these movies roughies for nothing. And brother, this one is pretty rough. The violence is more stylized than most films of the type, but that doesn't mean less effective. Oh, and quick question, have you subscribed to the channel yet?
Well, have you?
It's free, it helps, you should do that. Well, there are plenty of twists and turns and lesbians who... That's enough out of me as far as plot goes. Let's talk some highlights. There is a lot to praise about this one. As a movie, it is among the best roughies ever made. It has a great script that clips along at a decent pace. In fact, the only time the movie slows down is when it takes breaks to get people out of their clothes, and I don't think anyone will mind that. True, the story is nothing original. Mafia bagmen run into troubles, but who cares? It's still fun, it still works, and besides, it's way sleazier than normal organized crime movies, so it more than justifies its right to exist. In fact, just overall, the movie is a great blend of crime thriller and sexploitation film. It can sit right next to Aroused as a roughie way better than it has any right to be. But unlike Aroused, which is just a straight thriller, this one is also pretty funny at times.
Hi, Tony. Hey, how come you got tape on your mouth? Is something wrong? Something's wrong.
Beyond the writing and direction, the cast is great. Bob Cresse is entertaining, hamming it up as a mob boss. And just in general, it's nice to see so many familiar faces in one movie. John Alderman looks great in his white suit. And one of my favorites from the scene is here, Maria Leese, and she looks stunning in curls. Throw in Wes Bishop and David F. Friedman himself, and you've got a cast as stacked as you're not going to see here on YouTube.
No fair.
Finally, I have to praise the cinematography. I'm not usually a fan of Lee Froster's shooting style. He's too claustrophobic for my tastes. His camera often got way too close to the actors. But here, we've got some nice angles, and the stark black and white photography looks great. But despite everything I've just said, the film's not perfect. Like a bagman emptying his bag in a motel room, this film has some shortcomings. Well, I know I've been singing this film's praises, and I do like it a lot. But you do have to keep in mind what this is. It is a low-budget sexploitation thriller, so don't go in expecting Hitchcock or Scorsese. This is way more amateurish than that. I doubt that will be a deal breaker for anyone watching my channel, but for any of you cinephiles out there who only like good movies, this ain't for you. This is a movie who recognized that a low-budget film can be elevated to great heights by adding large amounts of, let's say, violence.